Hi, welcome back guys. On this episode we are going to move the boat stands, paint all the patches, and hopefully we can get all the underwater primer on. So yeah, let's get into it. Right guys, like I said, this week I am going to move the boat stands just a little bit over, move the cross beams over, and we can get this last of the primer on. I need to do 3 coats on all of these. Should be quite easy. I can do 1 today while moving the boat as well, and then 2 coats tomorrow, and then hopefully the next day we can get the first coat of underwater primer on and really go from there. It's looking really good. It's coming along. As like I said, it's just where I need to cover the patches up now. I'm gonna do another coat over the transom, get that all done. 3 coats just to go overkill. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, and that's all the stands and the cross beams. You can see there, and a little bit at the front, and the 4 corners and that bit there. So I'm going to mix up some paint, only a little bit. I'm probably going to mix up about 200, let me think about this, maybe about 500 mil actually. I'll work out how much I've got left in there, because I am going to do the transom on this one to get that over and done with, and then tomorrow I can try and get 2 coats on and finish this completely. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, and that is now, the transom's now had 3 coats. I've also done another bead so high, just so that's an extra protection on the corners. And that is all the patches covered. So 2 more coats on that, which should be tomorrow. And then after that we can get on to the underwater primer. So that's going to be it for today, because I want to let this cure. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Right, still the same day. I've managed to go home, come back about 4 or 5 hours later. It's been better weather today, up to 20 degrees, so this only takes 4 hours to recoat. So I thought, you know what, to save me coming down twice tomorrow, I'll quickly come down today and get the second coat on. That'll be fully dry for tomorrow to recoat first thing when I get down here. So that'd be great. So yeah, like I said, just quickly come down here, just get the 6 patches done. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, and that's as easy as that. That's all 6 patches redone. Second coat, it's looking really good. That's what I mean. It took probably 10 minutes, and that's all I can do really until it cures. And then tomorrow will be the same thing. So it's only gonna be a short one tomorrow, and then the next day we can get onto the underwater primer, which is obviously the whole of the underwater line, so bottom half of the boat. I have decided to, I don't know if I've already said it, with the underwater primer I will paint all the bottom up to here, and then we're going to hopefully order some top coat, and then we can top coat this, make that look really well. I've got to sand it obviously, and then top coat, and then underwater primer will go back onto there, and then anti-foul the same. So that is it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day. Cloudy today. It's going to be like that for the next couple of days apparently, which ain't too bad. It's still 17 degrees, so this will, you know, you can recoat it within the 4 or 6 hours. I can't remember what it said now, but that is 2 coats yesterday on all the patches, and you're going to see it might be too dark, but that is 3 coats on a transom. It's nice and dry now. So yeah, I'll quickly time lapse it just so we got the footage. But really it's just going to be a repeat of yesterday, which you've seen twice already. Just going over the patches, giving that an extra layer. Today is a bit of a wasted day, because that's only going to take me 10 minutes, and then I don't really want to start anything big, because even sanding that, I don't want to cause dust on that, because I want to put the underwater primer on. And I think, like I said yesterday, I also might be looking into getting the anti-foul earlier than what I thought, to get it coated up to where I'm going to sand, because then I don't have to clean the whole bottom of the boat, just to get the anti-foul back on. So the anti-foul go on fresh paint, which just makes sense really. But yeah, let me set you up on a tripod and let's get this final coat on. As you can see, nice and easy. Done the 6 patches. It's looking really good. It's covering really well as well. I'm glad I went a little bit thicker than probably recommended, even though it needed a bit more paint, but I know that is now fully coated. No patches. So really, that's it now. I'll leave this today, and that should be ready to underwater primer tomorrow, which we'll go through the product anyway, open it and stir it and see what it's like. But yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day. Hey, it's a bit cloudy and dark up there. So I've spoke to the paint supplier, SML, and spoke about what's the next stage and how I can do it. We've actually worked out, because this is going to be a riverboat, he's actually got a certain paint for riverboats. It's called, I think it's called ballistic epoxy paint, which means that I don't actually need to put the underwater primer on. Just go straight on top of this. So I've got that coming hopefully today or tomorrow. I think it's today. I've also got the top coat coming. And also I've got coming a special paint, which is actually just for, because I want to put a black stripe around there to break it all up. But it does recommend, all of it recommends 180 grit. The bottom just needs keying up, and the top obviously I want as smooth as possible to get that real nice glossy finish. So 180 grit, I didn't have that, I had the 240, so I went on Amazon, got myself the 3M 180. They're always going to come in handy. Like I said, I've got to do the top as well, so it's going to be the same situation up there. And also I got Hoover attachments for my sander. Haven't tested to see if they fit yet, but that was also Amazon. I think it was something like £6 for free. Don't know why I bought 3, but coming in a pack of 3. So really that does change the game. So it won't be any more painting at the moment. I think this week and next week, it just depends how easy this stuff is to sand. I have been told it's easy, but I need to get all of this to 180 grit now, which as you would know, this big boat like this is going to take a little while. But like I said before, the bottom doesn't need to be perfect 180. It's just to key it up so the paint can get to it, which I think it'd be alright anyway, because I'll do it within the 10 days hopefully, and then just make this really smooth. You see like a little bit there, I can get that 180. I want this top half to look like glass basically, a nice finish. So if that's enough talking, I'm gonna get the Hoover hooked up, see if we can hook the sand up. That'll keep the dust down a lot, and really the next few days is just gonna be sanding. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, just a quick one before I start. It fits perfect, so that is all ready. That should stop a lot of dust. Hooked to the Henry, so if anyone needs any, Amazon is the best place for a Makita one. I mean, it has got different sizes, each one, 4 sizes, but no, that's perfect, nice and solid. All right, let's get into it. Okay, as you can see from the time lapse, it has not been long. This is 180 grit, and this is what's happened. It's going too vicious. I'm trying to get it smooth. I don't think I need to go this smooth, so I'm going to leave this patch here. I'm going to put 1 coat of primer on that, and that'll be fine to finish. So what I'm going to do is actually jump to the 240 grit I originally bought and quickly go over it all just to key it up, because that is, you know, as you've seen the primer, that's a few days there now, and I don't want to be wasting any time or any effort that I've done. I just want to quickly key it up. So that's a heads up if any of you guys are doing this. Don't go 180 and try and smooth it as much as you can, because apparently the 2-pack paint that I've got coming will fair most of this out, so it would be wasted if I just carry on doing that. So yeah, just an update. Okay, just a quick update. I want to try and keep you guys in the loop. How fast I go over it, sanding 240 was just losing its grit too fast. So I actually jumped back to the 180, and as long as I go over in quick paces, as you can see, well, you probably can't see but it's just taken off a bit of the stubble, staple, or whatever it's called, I think it's called. So that's the whole top half done. Going to do the same with underneath. With underneath, I'm not too bothered about how smooth the paint is, because it is going to be underwater. So I'm just going to, this is mainly just to key it up to get the paint to bond better with this primer, which is actually good for me, because if I can do that in 180 as well, and it's the same sort of paint as the top coat. I think it's got top coat and primer all built into it, so it will be a good test for me. So if, let's say I roll it on and if it's smooth out perfect, then I know 100% this is going to smooth out perfect. If it doesn't, then I've got a couple options. I've got the options of going back over that with 240 and try and smoothen out a little bit more. Or what I'm thinking, I might prefer leave the primer as it is, because then that is, you know, that's the protective layer as well. We'll get the top coat on with a sponge, and then if there's any defects on the top coat, I can sand that down with 240 and get another top coat put onto it, which I think is the better option. For any of you guys that are doing this in the future, I would recommend probably actually rolling this on with a sponge. I know it is a high build primer, but to save you sanding this down and sand it down again, I would recommend that, but don't quote me on that, because wait around till I finish the top coat and then I'll give my opinion of what I would do. But at the moment it would be easier, but I could get this top coat on and it smooths out perfect, looks like glass, and then I've done the right decision now. I've done it, because the top coat will be going on with a sponge anyway, because that's what it recommends. So yeah, I'm gonna jump down the bottom, get all that 180. It's going a lot quicker than what I thought. It was going to take 2 days, but because I only have to quickly go over it to key it up, it's not too bad. So yeah, let's carry on. Okay, that is now all keyed off. Basically just taking the shine off of it. So that all it needs now is I'll probably tack cloth it all the way over, clean it up. I do need, like I said, I need to get at least one coat on there. And then obviously sand that down at probably, actually I might try, I bought some sponge rollers for the top coat, and I might actually try the sponge on that just to see how it rolls out. Like I said, I only want to get a coat of primer on it. It should be good enough after that. So I think that's going to be it for today, because like I said, it's all sanded, keyed off. That's probably going to be it for this week, to be honest with you. I don't want to start anything big, because once I get this ballast let's just call it anti-foul for now. It's actually, I'll get the name. I want to carry on because you're supposed to put 2 coats on. I think 3 coats. If you put 3 coats on a steel narrowboat, it could last up to 10 years. So it's pretty good stuff. And like I said, once I start, I want to carry on. I'm only going to paint up to this line here. And then what I do is I'll follow it up, because originally they had the water line up there and it's supposed to cut off here, but what they did is carried it on all the way up to there. But what I'm thinking is I'll go with the water line originally, then actually just follow this line up and then finish it off nicely, instead of having it halfway up the boat up there. I think that'll look good. And like I said, once I get one coat of this stuff on, I will then know what I'm going to do with this. And really we can talk about that next week once this is dried. So I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Cheers.